tonight, they were going to be continuing and hopefully finishing the end of the session we were reading for on the Spurb Session Simulator last time. I'm on the 413 stream, which is about halfway through effectively. And the first half took about 3 hours, so this will probably be similar, or I imagine. Game 781567444. No server has been initiated. All prepared there for the arrival of Airtime, Prince of Space, a Thief of Breath, Mage of Hope, Seer of Hope, Mage of Mind, Mage of Void, Murder Mode, Dream, Bard of Space's Corpse, Sylph of Time, and Dream Thief of Blood. The Miles Effect and Jack Noir seem to be especially anticipating them, because as you see, the things aren't over yet. The survivors managed to contact the players in the universe they created. Their sick frog may have screwed them over, but the connection it provides to their tail universe will equally prove to be their salvation. Time has no meaning in between universes, and they are given ample time to plan an escape from their own game over. They will travel to the new universe and register as players. Those in that session. You're a little scared to ask them why they are bringing the corpses with them. Something about shipping? That can't be right. And immediately, all tremble at the arrival of Grim Reaper, as this dude apparently shows up. BBB. Hey kid, wanna see a dead body? No? Then don't scroll down. The Grim Reaper has it all lead into the session. And the Air of Time members that came first, they managed to prototype it. They have their crawl sprite with a stoner pre-entry. They have many interests, including role-playing and geography. The chat handle is Honest Therapist, the real pistol kind. It's loaded and it's metal and it's a pistol. They are definitely the leader. They appear to be destined for greatness. They are very confused by the land of minerals and altars. Black Queen's ring of orbs fourfold. It grows stronger from prototyping the stoner. Black King's scepter grows stronger from prototyping the stoner. Hi, I'm finally the medium. Oh cool, how did you get in? So, I think I made a fairly safe choice. Is given that it'll make all enemies more like a stoner. Or how's your land? My brain is breaking trying to figure out how any of this is even working. It's a magic fucking video game. Who fucking cares how it works? You think there's a reason it sounds like ticking? Weird. A lot of this, honestly, one of the biggest new things gonna be whatever of the Grim Reaper ends up doing. Like, a lot of this is just like basically the same kind of dialogue we've already seen. So this is trying to HT is now confessing the romantic attractions towards the Prince of Space and getting turned down. Loma, meditate on frogism, part 1. Then each team was an incredibly calm area of the land. It is filled with chanting and blubbing lizards. Apparently they are monks contemplating the vastness of the vast croak. HT joins them. The Prince of Space enters the game second. They managed to prototype their call sprite with a seagoat pre-entry. They have many interests including genealogy and romantic comedies. The chat handle is it proper salientia? I need to look up real quick what salienta that means. And Chrome has decided to start to crash just because I tried to get it out of full screen. Lovely. Alientia. The Salientia Latin Salio Salio to jump, or a total group of amphibians that includes the order Anura, the frogs and toads, and various extinct pro-frogs that are more closely related to other frogs than they are to the Urodale, all of the salamanders and newts. So, Salientia has frogs. Fitting for a space player. They do not even understand the land of chemicals and frogs. That name sounds familiar. Land of chemicals, frogs, that sounds familiar. Need to scroll up a bit. Wait, no. I think maybe I just like scrolled, like, just like rereading through profile I already saw, from profile I already read. That last stream with us or something. So, any chemicals and frogs, that sounds familiar, but it's not. BS's land. Because I remember BS's land was definitely not Locaf. Our deploys things like stabs towards the ends of space, just how he says hello. So they already just dropped out some of their health. BBB, when I have a bad time, then Skull Fate needs to ask the HT, and their panic is attempting to avoid the implacable pursuit of death itself. HT manages to get themselves killed. It's just a prank, bro. Don't take it so seriously. Grim Reaper revive. Names HT, who totally took it too seriously. Show details. Changing Earth time sanity from 22 to negative 2,578. They're going to go murder mode, or don't they? Right near the beginning of the session. HT feels a sudden pang of unexplainable loss. Far away on prospect, someone who looks just like them breathes their last breath. HT is flipping the fuck out about how Grim Reaper's shape that he pranks. This PS overlaps the punch cards from Math Book and her Pitch Passions novel to get Tinder Tome Math Book. a intelligent but somehow also paper and maybe also a book. I like how, even though it's a combination of two books, it being a book is the questionable part. Not how it's a intelligent. For all that ridiculous, they also upgrade the specialists. They will have put the punch codes for knife and Tinder tome no math book to get edged rose gold tome knife. It's paper and it's edged and it's a knife. PS used to think HT was really hot, but now they can't help but think they're the most fascinating kid left. It's a shame PS has nobody to talk to about this. HT should probably be flipping the fuck out about how the Grim Reaper's shitty pranks and being completely useless. But somehow the thought of the Mage of Hope is still alive fills him with determination instead. While meditating with the lizard monks, HT has come to a startling realization. The vast quirk is related to paradoxes-ness. How could they miss this? They skyrocket up at the ladder and earned $28. The Thief of Breath was making third. They managed to prototype the Colonel Sprite with a Pomeranian and free entry. They have many interests, including football and insults. Well, the chat handle is talkative biologist. They wield frying pan kind. It's metal and it's blunt and it's a frying pan. They grin excitedly at the land of hasten weights. They are enemies with the air of time. They are enemies with the maid of void. The Black Queen's ring of orbs fourfold grows stronger. They're from prototyping the Pomeranian. The Black King's scepter grows stronger from prototyping the Pomeranian. I'm in the medium. Really, what did you do? So, I think I made a fairly safe choice, given that I would make all enemies more like a Pomeranian. So, land at least okay? I'm looking finally in the medium. I'm going to rule it with an iron fist, or at least needs to use my frying pan. Holy shit, what's this even mean? That kind of sounds like applause and clanking. That's random. Side quest. HT is on a side quest that puts him up against a seemingly impossible challenge. HT is hesitant, but they are suddenly bestowed by their aspect of the ability to make what once seemed impossible come true. HT's reward for doing this is minimal, but the inheritance of their aspect's power is far greater. But they lost mobility. Like that's all that happened. So they lost a bunch of mobility. Oh wait, now down here, maximum luck went up to 42 from 16, and they got the new objective pluck token. And here's good old talkative business TV. I'll make this quick. Sup? You're the most infuriating garbage person around. You know that? Holy shit! And here I thought you were the most fascinating kid left. Aren't you still like romantically involved with yourself? TV used to think that PS was a pretty good kid, but now they can't help but think think they are the most fascinating kid left. It's a shame MTB has nobody to talk to about this. Major Hope enters the game fourth. They managed to prototype their kernel sprite with a rabbit-free entry. They have many interests, including in romantic comedies and theater. Their chat handles matchmaking and heartthrob. But they wield battle broom kind. It's wood, and it's wood, and it's a broom. They appear to be destined for greatness. They are enthused news about the land of artists and cities. They are enemies with the air of time. They are enemies with the thief of breath. They are enemies with the mage of mind. Oh wow, this is a 2-mage session. Wait, no, it's because it's a 2-mage session because we're bringing everybody from the old session and then they're somehow already enemies with MN. Which I guess it did make contact before all this happened. They prototyped a rabbit. Hey, I'm in the medium. What did you do? What did you put in your sprite? So I think I made a fairly safe choice, given that it'll make all the enemies more like a rabbit. Is your land at least okay? There's a giant sign that says it's the land of commerce and cities. That doesn't sound fun. You think that there's a reason it smells like oil? That's random. Oh, BBB, you wanna have a bad time? The grinning skull face asks TB, in their panic attempting to avoid the implacable pursuit. So it's the same thing that happened with HT. Where they now have majorly reduced sanity. And they feel some pain of an unexplainable loss. They're now flipping out, but they've got not one but 2 hope players to solve that. I guess they also have no dream self now. Lokak. They could perform the play part 1. MH finds a troop of dejected-looking chameleons. Apparently they want to put a famous chameleon play called the Imagination Idol, but have no one to play the titular role. Does MH have what it takes to bring the iconic role to life? Loha, Stir the Fires Part 1. TB, he finds it, and a bowl filled with colorful green powder in a dungeon next to a locked door with green, blue, and red gems inside in the middle. After poking and prodding, they do what comes naturally and start a small fire. The bowl blazes green, and a green gem lights up on the locked door. Huh. Oh mom, okay, on Froggism Part 3. HT begins telling all of the monks about how paradoxlessness relates to the last croak. The monks begin blubbing in amazement. This could revolutionize Froggism for generations. And the HT gains 40 volatile times. In Tier 1. HT's house has been built up enough to let them start visiting other lands. Lokak, Be the Scientist, Part 1. And P.S. finds it named a mysterious lab fully stocked with equipment and chemicals. It is completely abandoned. Locked doors are on every wall of the main area. And so, TV is trying to get started his dude with Bill ST, and they're like, holy shit, and here I thought you were sort of a plebeian. H has been in contact with the native players of the session for most of their lives. It's weird how time flows differently between universes. Now, after innumerable shenanigans, they are finally able to meet face to face. Hey, I'm in the new session finally. Swear to God, if you goddamn it shit it up a second time. At least we already have some sweet powers. I'm going to miss those quests. Yeah, I hope we get along with the new guys. I wonder if they'll like us. Do you think their quests will be any better than ours were? That sounds like loser talk to me. Anyway, just let me know if you want to meet up sometime. Miles' effect is choosing between two ridiculously polarized options. PS is being stabbed. Well, MH has fallen victim to the Grim Reaper's pranks as well. Shenanigans, other me. HT travels to a doomed timeline and pulls out a clone of the prince's face. He gives this time clone of the owner PS to the real PS to help him out with combat. Also, apparently that counts as plucking a token. Then, I think that's what this AI list thing is different, like AI behaviors. Princess PS likes him 5 more. This requires a new minion, Time Clone. Side quest. This PS is doing battle with someone and as part of a side quest. Against all odds, PS is victorious by a comeback at the last second. Their opponent, however, walks away unscathed. PS is somewhat bothered by the fact that all that fighting was for nothing, but at least they feel a little more powerful. And their sanity dropped a decent bit. They gain more free will and new objective pluck token. Well, the Queen has decided to lock her ring away. Because a lizard was prototyped. Mage should probably be flipping the fuck out about how the Grim Reaper's shady pranks and being completely useless, but somehow the thought that the Mage of Hope is still alive fills him with determination instead. So I guess I would have thought it would be like the thought that maybe the thought that the Seer of Hope is still alive fills him with determination. But I guess you can be determined just by the fact that you're alive. Through a series of wacky inevitable in hindsight, and coincidences, T does the does all the ecobiology stuff. So because the Grim Reaper is apparently like killing in dream cells, well, or something. Or at least somebody's killing dream cells. TB is already writhing in pain in their dreams. Let's start the first part. The first look at perform play part 2. Me just practicing the lines for the upcoming performance of the Imagination Idol. Man, who would have thought an idol would have so many different emotions? And start the fight. Here's part 2. TB has been wandering around starting random fires. They finally managed to burn something that blazes blue. And they go back to check the dungeon door has both green and blue symbols lit up. MM has entered the new session. And we'll finally have other people to talk to. I bet they will be so cool in person. Oh no. The Miles effect acts like a renegade towards MM. MM in response completely loses it. We can only hope this doesn't cause any problems in the future. MM's sanity drops from negative 77 to negative 3,197. So somebody just needs to kill the Miles effect at this point. Take control. SH is not going to fall into Spurb's trap again. They test their PS and listen to frog breathing even if it seems useless. They bug and fuss and meddle. Well, and finally, EPS agrees to just fucking do it. The mage is still feeling determination just from being alive. Start the fight. Here's part 3. He is helping where they can. TB appears to be taking motivation from MHT and keeping it in for himself. HT appears to be finding new and exciting things to hate about TB. TB has finally managed to get a bright red fire going. They rush back to the dungeon to see all 3 symbols lit up. They enter and get a fat sack of goonies for being the dungeon. Then TB gains the frame motif to stop hammer time. While HT gets a frame motif. Chrono Whirlwind Nuclear Paradox Horror Spell and Algia. Tier 1. That requires the help of at least 3 other aspects. TB's house has been built up enough to let them start visiting other lands. And Lukaku and perform the play in part 3. It's finally time for the performance of the Imagination Idol. The audience has moved to tears and bluffing at MH's stirring performance as the idol. Well, Well, I mean, each finds a red rose. It's kind of pretty, but also sort of tender. It's pretty. He, Each's house has also been built up, but up enough to let them start visiting other lands. Loma, fix the clockwork. Oh. It's the return of the trousers points. Use it. Use it. HT is getting sick and tired of the constant grinding of the planet's clockwork mechanisms. We're consulting some lizards they set out to fix the trousers points that means they're causing the grinding. Both HT and TB have gone up the edge ladder. Hi. So Battery Spaceman, they were the most fascinating kid left, you know. Oh my god, you know they're dead, right? Yeah, great. Why didn't I know some sooner? Probably because they weren't even in your session. You know, they're kind of one of your universe's sort of creators. Well, that's Alex, I'm here for you. Thanks, great. This game sucks. It really, really does. TB's not flipping out. Aloha, the winds of change. Into part 1. TB is chilling in a turtle village when a fuck-off huge storm blows through. They're destroying the consort's housing. Player learns that Oranos has screwed with the wind system, and I'm sending these giant storms at random. MV has made contact. I've gotten Tao used to hear there are only being a few people to see in person. God, this is terrifying. Dang it. It'll be fine. And talking in person isn't that different from online. And Roundsback tells SH that NPCs are important and that killing the bad guys is the best way to complete every quest. SH isn't that surprised when they take the mouse effects makes advice and it actually works. It does feel a little like cheating though. I mean, you don't even really have much of a quest anymore. You're not in your session anymore. Side quests, HT, it's the same thing as before. Just up against a seemingly impossible challenge that they are bestowed by their aspects of the ability to make that make what once seemed impossible come true. Losing mobility, gaining luck, and the objective plug token. MV is also pestering the Prince's fate. He's into doing the frog breeding. Which makes sense, you know, MV and SH have both, you know, been through all this shit before. They don't want it to happen again. or worse, have like no frog, for instance. This is the usual like generic dialogue. TB rise in pain. Lokaku, I believe the lies, part 1. Ancient is a human rabbit sprite remains physically adorable and mentally idiotic. Giggle, snort, Heidi talk ahoy. The image is approached by a crafty chameleon who offers them a magical idol. They'll guarantee to grant them the power to believe things into existence once per year. MH is shocked to discover it was a ruse, and the crafty chameleon has already escaped it, headed to the side with their ill-earned boonies. Murder Mode Dream Bar Space's corpse has been in contact with the native player most of the session and for most of their lives. It's weird how time flows differently between universes. Now, after innumerable shenanigans, they will finally be able to meet up face to face. Wait, what? They're dead? How did that happen? Shenanigans, probably. I guess time flowing differently between universes is still a thing that is true. Now, I'm pretty sure they were just brought over. Like, I'm pretty sure TB just like capture logged their dead body. He brought it with them. Miles Effect has given MV the same advice. Again, like BBB, the Grim Reaper boggles at the stupidity of SH. How did they even manage to die that way? It's amazingly ridiculous with just the right seasoning of irony. The Grim Reaper can't stop laughing. SH is dead. The Grim Reaper takes Angel Feather, Paint Stripper, and Crystalline Frog as a trophy. So SH is just dead out of nowhere. HT's got a clone of himself. Loha, The Winds of Change Part 2. Doom Pomeranian Sprite unhelpfully insists that every rock is probably a boss fight. It isn't. TB appears to be taking in direction from the Doom Pomeranian Sprite and keeping it hid for himself. He learns a pipe system that controls the storms of the land. And they begin adventuring and solving puzzles to alter the layout of the pipe system so the storms are redirected from consort villages. MH, the Lokaku who believes the lies, part 2. MH is contemplating the magical idol they wasted their boonies on. And why would the crafty chameleon then tell such specific lies? Maybe this is some kind of challenge? MH spends time imagining what they would try to make if it were true. C has arrived. They're trying to talk to, their leader, and their leader is dead. So, oh shit, the radical skeleton grins at PS and Murder Mode Dream Bar Space's corpse. That's one hell of a frog you have there. No, I think it's a dead body. Shame if anything happened to it. Let me help you with that. P.S. In Murder Mode Dream Bar Space's corpse, it suddenly feels a lot more capable of nourishing the ultimate frog. Like, maybe, just maybe, death will no longer be inevitably coming for them. That was so they were given rest. This is unkillable. Little Grim Reaper can no longer be stroked in boss fights. Once more, somebody's trying to talk to SH and SH is just straight up dead. You're always so radical advice, thanks. As they say absolutely nothing being dead. Loma, I'll fix a clockwork part 2. Each team learns that some of the traverse points don't actually exist in sync with the timeline, so they do a whole bunch of bullshit time shenanigans that you really shouldn't worry about or to trust them. It's okay. Totally didn't accidentally violate causality or anything. Look, have be the scientist. PS appears to be destroying creation themselves. PS realizes that various sections of the lab open up if you pour the right kind of chemical into a slot on the door. They begin venturing deeper and deeper into the lab. TB has entered the new session. And Miles' effect is continuing to give advice to the wrong people effectively because it's trying to give advice about to session stuff to people that are outside of their home session and therefore don't have a quest. MV he apparently hates ST now. TB he's taken an acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and into a giant pile of crazy. They engage murder mode while thinking of their enemies. Heir of Time, and Mage of Hope, and Seer of Hope's corpse, and Mage of Mind, and Mage of Void, and Self of Time, and Dream Thief of Blood. This is completely terrifying. The murder mode Thief of Breath is contemplating murder. Can the rage be soothed by a good old-fashioned rap battle? Bro, rap battle now. Bring the fires. Hell yes, it's great. Hell yes. Hell fucking... hell yes. Listen up, why do you think you belong in that sweetest of lightweight when you ain't even fit to lick my heavyweight? Peace, you're just a wealth of hunk rump, and I'm fixin' to inherit that flush rump. 3, 2, 1, and you're just a wealth of drunk, and I'm even fixin' to inherit punk. Peace all day, I'm payback, but you can't. And even alright, because the truth is I'm a junk and you're a monk. Great, your tiny little late doesn't seem to mitigate. Word up, I got that dump. And you have no grump. Dog, as I turn up the heat, you turn up the crack, but how they gonna save you when you can't even crack? Okie you know. Oh, I got the shame all up in brand name. Great, that was lame. It makes me so fucking angry. Whoa, all I fucking wanted was one tiny rap battle and you can't even fucking do that? Now wait a second. Great. I'm done trying to hold back See you soon. And Murmur, the thief of breath, appears to be taking motivation from the time and keeping it for himself. Murmur, the thief of breath, has attempts to really murder that asshole air of time, but instead gets murdered first in self-defense. Which is pretty much how you expected things to go down between the feet, even an air in that exact situation. So once more, somebody went murder mode and got killed by somebody wearing red and with ginger hair. Hair with shaved sides. PS doesn't flip out because Mage of Hope is still alive. Sky, wander the battlefield. ST wanders the battlefield. A local Presbyterian shows up wearing some bed sheets and murmuring of a storm. Not sure you want to know. ST hijacks a massive drilling machine, creating a hole over the fog to enter Sky more easily. Look, I believe the lies. MH finds a grey town and the despondent chameleons. Their belief is gone, and they have no hope for the future. After there was some amount of shenanigans, MH learns that the Wadjet has been hoarding all the belief and steals it from the chameleons regularly. They have to be stopped. Okay, be the scientist. This is part 3. PS appears to be destroying creation themselves. PS has finally reached the final door. They bite their lip in concentration as they pour the final mixed chemical into the slot. The door slides open. A sudden rattle nearly has them drop the dangerous fluid, but they manage to regain their composure in time. An entire room of skeletons is inside the final room. Room outfitted for a surprise party. It is for PS to celebrate how great they did science they are. There's even a science cake. PS games this frame motif spaced out, tier 1. PS's house has been built up enough for them to start visiting other lands. Apparently HD has a thing for the other time player in the session. MV, oh my god, I can't stand Machiavellian verbalists. They are dangerous, you know. You realize you're talking about yourself, right? Also, apparently TB is no longer in a romantic relationship with himself. Because, and I quote, they can't make themselves like themselves back. That guess that's like a self-esteem issue or something. PS is talking to a draconian druid. Here gone Durse. Loma fix a clockwork part 3. HD has fixed all the all the trousers points, except, oh god damn it, the Vulcan in the store screwing up the trousers points all over again. They can't take this lying down, or standing up, or sitting down, or this metaphor got away from them. And the draconian druid has been stabbed. Oh. Oh no. You wanna have a bad time? So... PS' sanity is now negative 3,022. And they just lost their dream self. No, I think it might be that, like, when the Grim Reaper revives them after killing them, it's expanding their dream self. Seek Ring. The draconian druid who tries to pickpocket the White Hate Queen's ring of orbs fourfold from the crowned White Hate Queen, but they fail. They've gone before they're caught. So the turbulent maybe romance between the two instances of TB continues. And HT gets a doomed timeline clone of ST. Interesting choice. Wonder if perhaps there were other motivations for wanting another instance of the person they were just mooning over. They were in the session. I'm going to step away real quick because the battery on my phone is dying. And PS is also he has also gone murder mode. The thing about their enemy's mage of mind, murder mode, dream barfs pieces corpse, and drink thief of blood. Sup, you're going to die. I'm going to see. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Well, compadre, what's going on? You don't know what I'm going through. Come on, it's me. You remember how I helped you with that exam a year ago? We're compadres. Stop making sense. Believe in our compadreship, compadre. And PS is dreaming now, writhing in pain. He approaches Wadjet, magical idol in hand. Wadjet rears up and stumbles. and rumbles, I do not believe you are going to fight me. Inmate H feels frozen. They cannot take a single step towards Wadjet, even as it limps menacing towards them. What is going on? Suddenly feel the idol in their hand. They wish it were real. They wish so hard because if it were or they could just wish they could fight back. Suddenly they are able to attack. The strife is on. And image targets the innocent and Wadjet at E6 HP, 447 power with their battle wound. Ouch, that's gonna leave a mark. Wadjet is dead. there was nothing to loot. What? One hit, and Wadjet is already dead. Clearly, they were banking on the whole, you know, not being the whole, like, the image not being able to fight them because they don't believe they're going to. Wadjet's belief was no match for the powers of the idol. They are dead, and hope will be free to flourish among the chameleons once again. Image gains the frame motif. Wadjet's attitude, as well as that sweet wrist sword. Oh, and an angel feather. There too. It's kind of feathery, but also awakened. It's wizardy. Image also believes hard enough to manifest doomed Seer Pope's corpse. What does that mean exactly? Is there another one now or something? MM's now also losing it. MV's died spontaneously. The Draconian group teams up with their leader, Jack Wall. He brings in another copy of himself. Mage seems to understand how this bullshit game works. They're reading an FAQ. Huh, I wonder where they found on that. Read FAQ. I brought by Sylvan Basilisk, so like the self of either self or seer of blood or wrath. I brought the dungeon's mini boss down to less than a tenth of its health vial, and then it asked to be my bro. What do I say? As a hero of blood, you're ultra likely to make bros, even in the most unlikely of circumstances. Most generic enemies have an ultra rare chance of wanting to be your bro. Usually, if they sense that the situation is dire, most enemies have an ultra small health vial with mini bosses. So health vial is large enough that after a while, while smacking them around, they may change their mind about how much they hate you. Having powerful enemies in your party is a massive boon, as many consorts are way too weak to aid you in late game quests. Even if you walking around with a three-story tall monster seems intimidating, don't pass up the chance. Is that yeah. I think it genuinely is like the entire the entire lyrics to that one Insane Clown Posse song. You know, fucking magnets, how do they work? When these corpses dead, there's nothing to loot. We cannot let this continue any further. PS is a threat to everyone. They corner them and have a brief, bloody duel that ends in the death of MV. Which is pretty much it. Huh? I guess this is how they died? You ever see some big green dude stomping around? Big green coat, big green skull head, big green muscles, pretty green. He's like the bug person. And with me, he apparently, it's pretty radical looking, but you know what's not radical? How he treats women. You know what else isn't radical? How you treat your fellow players. The Grim Reaper flips one of his many hats on backwards. I'm not one for doing this, but let's face it, anything is radical if your cap's backwards. He initiates strife with the murder mode prince's face. Just targets it PS with their boom box. Ouch, that's gonna leave a mark. So, well, there goes a space player. Well, HT brought in a time clone of one of TB. Shenanigans. Image feels there has to be some way to beat death. They approach it. There's the Grim Reaper demanding a chance to prove themselves. Full story, kid, but you better get ready to get your rap up on. Oh no. Challenger Image has a new title. The Regal Baker, who was dropping off a cake stop of the Scotty Dogs. They ended up having to visit Jack Moore for bureaucratic reasons, who immediately hands him a Regisword, and make it a policy to hand out Regiswords to just about anyone who enters their office. RB is instructed to not bother coming back without a ring or scepter. All they wanted to do was drop off a cake. Jack Moore is losing sanity and gaining free will. Steve brings in another time clone. Lokak, who worked with Exiles, Part 1. We've pretty much seen that before already. I believe it was MM that did that, or MV. MM has They engage in murder model, thinking of their enemies. Xerophob's corpse, name thief of blood, and mage of mind, 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 and heir of time, and murder mode prince of space's corpse, and challenger mage of hope. This is completely terrifying. You're going to respect me if I have to wear your severed head as a hat. Whoa, compadre, what's going on? You don't know what I'm going through. Yeah, the more I play this game, the more I realize how different everybody is. I think maybe we can still understand each other. We're compadres. Maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong, but I still can't stop. Believe in our compadreship, compadre. So... Doomstone Spray is pretty much as useful as another player, assuming that player was higher than a fucking kite. So, Vulcan got shot. HD learns that Vulcan's canon. As well as, oh, and they got a dead doppelganger too. Kind of me, and but also kind of sort of terrifying. It's Flash. So, Mermaid Mage of Mind is dead. Sylph of Time takes banana, radioactive rock, and electric door as a trophy. ST, he cannot let this continue any further. MM was a threat to everyone. They corner them and have a brief play duel that ends the death of MM. Honestly, the main thing I'm looking out for is like what's going to happen with MH like potentially versus the Grim Reaper. Loma in Her Responsibilities Part 1. And the death of the Denizen Vulcan, it now falls HD to take up all their old responsibilities. Wow. Who knew a cranky giant snake did so much to keep things running? The Authority Rifler needs to stock up needs to stock back up on tickets to give people. No, they end up having to visit Jack Nor for bureaucratic reasons. It gives them a Regisword, tells them to not bother coming back without a ring or scepter. Oh, Dream Thief of Blood is dead. Grim Reaper takes a banana phone, wrench, barbells, nuclear reactor, and frog as a trophy. Mage is wandering the battlefield. Loma and Her Responsibilities Part 2. Local. The Dream Thief of Blood's corpse is helping where they can. They're organizing taxes, approving budgets, and listening to Lizard complaints for what felt like forever. HD is finally allowed a break. Wow, this luscious folk mansion, and they get almost makes up for all the bullshit work they have to do. Oh wow, MH managed to just completely avoid damage from Jack Nor's stabs. Christmas, HT uses alchemy to combine dead doppelganger and pet pigeon to get imbued an abominable skeletal disturbed feathery dead doppelganger. It's It's scary, but somehow also uncomfortable, and actually maybe also doomed. She uses alchemy to combine lighter and imbued abominable, skeletal, disturbed, feathery dead doppelganger to get aspect a flaming, unpleasant skeletal colossus lighter. It's, it's a hot, but somehow also energized, and actually maybe also terrifying. Wait, what the fuck? Is this cheating? HT, he figures out how to use a Zor operation to turn aspect flaming, unpleasant skeletal colossus lighter and megaphone into a thunderous molten lighter. It's lightning, but that's somehow also on fire and maybe also shock. HC overlaps the punch cards for compass and thunderous molten lighter get heated computerized compass. It's metal, but it's a metal, but also but somehow also encyclopedic and actually maybe also blazing. For all the ridiculousness, they also managed to upgrade the specibus. Each year overlaps a punch card's pistol into heated computerized compass to get thermal cellular or pistol. Its range and its fire range is pistol. Null is at rank 1.7. Each used to think that the murder mode thief press his corpse was kind of a jerk, but now they can't help but think they're just a little annoying. I mean, it's hard for HT to care that they died. Now HT is taking an acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and onto a giant pile of crazy. So, and so I'll make this quick. You're going to respect me if I have to wear so it has a hat. Now Challenger MH has also gone murder mode. Hi, you're going to die and I'm going to see. Yeah, I'm going to do it. You get it. We'll paint colors together until you are the colors. They both smile. And the Grim Reaper decided to just annihilate. Grim Reaper uses grindy thingy. He damages a time clone. Grim Reaper does a grindy thing on the nearest rail and gets so fast that the shockwave damages the HT and time clone. And Grim Reaper HT uses Vulcan's cannon. It damages the Grim Reaper. A sun skips on a group. It was tracing around the earth. The one who beat a despair plate is to turn cause and effect meaningless. The murder mode every time aim is strengthened and healed. The Grim Reaper is weakened and hurt, and that is all there is / was / will be to say on the matter. Grim Reaper is feeling less healthy, less fast, and less skillful, and less lucky than normal. He also just manages to annihilate HC with his boombox anyway. So, Murmur to Arif Time's corpse appears to be finding new and exciting things to hate about the Challenger murder mode Mage of Hope. Murmur Arif Time's corpse attempts to murder that asshole. How? They're already dead. they got reaped. The Challenger murder mode of Mage of hopes can't even find the murder mode Prince of Space's corpse to kill them. Somehow the Challenger murder they probably aren't even running away. Of course not, they're a dead body. Somehow the Challenger murder mode Mage of Hope keeps getting turned around. It's hard to stay engaged. It's hard to stay enraged while running around lost. Ascend. The Time's corpse was always destined to take a legendary nap and upon waking become a god tier. They're extremely powerful. Take control. Hold ST. He takes MH down. The god tier Air of Time is on the land. The Loma Inherent Responsibilities Part 3. HT is finally caught up with the backlog of bullshit caused by the death of Vulcan. And now they just have to manage upkeep and crisis management. And they think they can handle it. HT finds a blipping lizard or Black Knight they adopted as her child. Send Challenger murder mode Major Hope's corpse was always destined to take a legendary nap. And upon waking become a god tier, they are extremely powerful. So now we've got 2 god tiers around. Which I mean, if anyone can find a way to turn things around after all this, it's probably a god tier Hope player of a non-destructive class. They're writing in the FAQ. How bullshit are mages? Extremely. I've just installed Spur, but it's not doing anything. Spur isn't a game you can play alone. Star. Once installed, you can choose to either play as a server or client player. It doesn't matter which you choose, you'll eventually play both whether you like it or not. Typically, some people don't claim it's been done before, or probably just another bogus rumor though. I wouldn't try it. Why did the witch just as did the most dropping shit I ever seen and completely changed the session? Why isn't she doing that on a regular basis? Has it ever seen in fairy tales how witches rewrite the story into all its rules and are irrelevant? It's like that. Mechanically, witches have a second hidden pluck bar, which is huge, like 1,000 times what it should, but they can only tap it when it's like 800 plus times the normal bar, and it only fills up from overflow of the normal bar. Why is the purple frog trying to kill me? It really seeks to liberate you from your physical form that you may further your enlightenment and dream bubbles, unlike other dead, you shall continue to grow. So I how to bring back if somebody's not. Will anyone die? Of course not. Spurb is a family-friendly game. Death would be against everything it stands for. HT is now wandering the battlefield. ST, he's talking to ME. ST, he just is walking away in the slow motion thing, without looking backwards. Here's it. HD skyrockets of the edge ladder to a new rung. Marquis McFly. That's a good one. So, somehow MH is only a rascal sprat. If you tried those breathing exercises I recommended with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 question marks. Crap you. How am I supposed to get any radical chips with only 10 people left? I feel like it's less than 10 at this point. A lot of people are dead. Oh, now I've got a god tier player in murder mode. HT skyrockets up the edge ladder to a new rung. Sky is top idle and earns 16 wound banks. ST is talking to himself. Oh, the Challenger murder mode god tier Mermaid of Hope wants to use a frame motif, but they are too crazy to focus. They targeted to the Lizard Black Knight with their battle broom. That's gonna leave a mark. The Lizard Black Knight is dead. God tier Air of Time wants to use a frame motif, but fate decides otherwise. He's take out to Mage of Hope. Luckily, the combatants are only knocked out and recover shortly. In a moment of revelos, the Challenger or God tier Mage of Hope realizes a fundamental truth. Anything one imagines one can make real. I'm pretty sure they just reached Gnosis level 3. Yeah, because Gnosis level 3 is manipulating the rules of the game. Which means it could end up at Gnosis level 4, which is a point at which you know the game's rules so well that you basically you can basically take them and break them over your knee. And just kind of destroy everything and remake it how you want it. Although, I mean, the Challenger or God tier Mage of Hope exploits the rules of Spur, but they know what it takes to reach God tier. And however they can't convince they ambush. They believe with all their heart this plan and will work. It helps that they don't even have a clue who that whole God tier destiny bullshit exists. And everybody except MV basically comes back as a God tier. Sad to see MV get left out like this. Wait, no. It's just that in a fitting moment of, I guess, glitching, MV's sprite didn't render here. You know, the one Void player, their sprite didn't render. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Grim Reaper boggles of the stupidity of how the God tier made a void. The stupidity of the God tier made a void. How did they even manage to die that way? Well, unless it's heroic or unless their death is heroic or just, they're gonna live. So the breath player is talking. Use her hood as a windsock. Not God Tia. Use him as a flight aid. What is blood? The unbreakable promise you made with your buddies to rent. And this is BS doing this. This is BS reading this. And oh, the shipping chart. Now that everybody is alive again. Including Thief of Blood, Heart Thief of Blood. And or they're just multiple Thief of Bloods? Because like there's Thief of Blood, Heart Thief of Blood, Thief of Blood, Diamond Heart Thief of Blood multiple times. Thief of Blood, Smiley Face Heart 3 times. Smiley Face TB Ambivalent Heart 2 times, and then TB Smiley Face Club Prince of Space. TB notices that and one of their favorite ships seems to be on the verge of getting together. All it'll take is the slightest nudge. We need to talk to you. Sup, dipshit. So, sup. Shit off. I think BS likes you, who's Spade style, and this is a terrible idea. I want to sort of maybe need kind of aesthetize you guys. Oh, thank God. Trust me. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Hiya, sup. So, you know how I try to stay on top of romance shit? Yeah. I like you romantically in the action quadrant with it. The action quadrant with the SH. Holy shit, really? I would really like that. You guys had better behave. Plum. TV is ecstatic that her ship worked out so well. They grow as a blood player. Shenanigans. Oh, I guess MV is dead. Either that or they just haven't woken back up yet. Because I mean, it says it's doing something. It's kind of hard to see. What's that music playing? And TB finishes a dungeon that holds a pipe system's control panel, only to find the control room totally empty. They learn that they only need their own breath to control the storms in the first place, and it was inside them all along. It's Loha, the Winds of Change Part 3. ST also reading up Judgment, the game abstraction end of the Judgment Clock, is ruling on the death of GTMV's his corpse. Oh, apparently, however they died was heroic. And they do not revive. BS is dead again. Somehow talking. SH is written in an FAQ. It keeps happening. I warned you about the stairs, bro. A Doomtime player here says we're in a Doom timeline. And, oh, that's nothing to worry about. Just keep playing the game, it'll all turn out okay. No, if you see a dark screaming void where everything should be, it's probably just a temporary graphics bug. Ignore it and it'll go away. We should play a game of sports ball next time I come around. I'm not sure if BS is going to come around again. Yo, hey, you're just a little annoying, you know that? Holy shit, and here I thought you were nice enough. Yep. The game abstraction of the Judgment Clock has ruled AS's death as being judged heroic. Life goes in blood, and comes out your blood. How are you dumb enough to forget I'm a god tier? How do you plan to kill me? Oh, don't worry, I'll find a way. It's hilarious that you think this is going to do anything. See you soon. Sure. Oh no. has... Oh, there goes PS again. TB has written an FAQ. has butchered the space party joke again. How do you organize a space party? You plan it? Like, again, you're supposed to have a pod in that kind of that joke format to give the other person a chance to respond. Yo, I'm going to paint the wicked pictures with your blood. Man, I hate you even more knowing you think killing me would be just. Well, you're safe from dying a heroic death, that's for sure. It's hilarious that you think this is going to do anything. Smile. Sure. Aloha, the Winds of Change Part 4. Or TB appears to be taking direction from from the Doom Pomeranian's right and keeping it for himself. Ramos arrives to challenge TB he's storm supremacy. Will TB be able to prove their worth? And they beat Uranus real fast. But at the same time, it says that they were ejected from the fight. Again, to Uranus's refrain, Grist Horde, and a skeleton key. He BS is, I would think it would be just, but apparently his death was heroic. There go. That was MH. Current Black Hat King fulfills his ancient purpose and calls up the meteors of the reckoning. Players do not have much time to remain to beat the game if they were to get the ultimate frog into sky before the meteors destroy it. So, baby stuff happens, and there's a bunch of time players, two of which are are grimdark, or somehow. I'll make this quick. Hello? You're just the smelliest bag of puke stains, you know that? Holy shit, and we heard that they were merely tolerable. Challenger murder mode. No god tier mate. Age of Hope's corpse. Earth challenges the god tier Heir of Time to an honorable duel. Yeah, I don't think that happened. Given that front thing, the Mage of Hope is a corpse, and also there's no strike to view.
It's the sweet bro, and I'll let Jeff show. Okay, so these two guys, they're totally my friends.
Oh wow, there's enough STs used for them to be spilling off the screen. Well, I mean, basically, and all it took was one hit from each his thermal cellular pistol to take out the Black Queen, which, I mean, she doesn't have a ring on, so. I guess at least in the hands of a god tier, the thermal cellular pistol is just like a mega weapon. Because it managed to one-shot the Black King as well. 7 players are alive. Victory is not without its price. 3 players are dead, never to revive. There is time for warning. P.S. died fighting in a strife against unkillable Grim Reaper and their allies. It was heroic judgment. They are mourned by ATB. MV, he died encouraging encountering Grim Reaper. It was heroic judgment. They were mourned by TB. Once again, their sprite fittingly doesn't render. I can't remember if that's intentional with how it's specifically a Void player that's having this problem of just straight up not appearing. BS died encountering the Grim Reaper. How fitting that it refers to it as encountering hitting the Grim Reaper, given that when they just sort of instantly die out of nowhere. Given that given that the good old talisman, that's one of the things that can happen when a character encounters the Reaper, is they just straight up die. Black King has already been destroyed in the forge. Well, the Black Ring has already been destroyed in the forge, and the crowned White Night Queen helpfully hands over the White Night Queen's ring of Orbs Fourfold. The players check the two rings into the forge in a dramatic moment, stoking it and preparing it for the ultimate fraud. Unfortunately, the players did not collect enough grist to even begin to nurture the battlefield. They only got 24% of the needed amount. Apparently, it wasn't enough to focus on beating the game. And you had to actually play it too. If it's any consolation, it really does suck to fight it so hard only to fail all at the last minute. Game over, or is it? Thanks for playing. Click to scratch session. Oh no, there's gonna be more. But I mean, it's not as big of a cliffhanger as the end of the previous session, so I could probably stream this. Maybe this can be the 612 stream, or maybe even the 1111 stream, since it's post scratch. We've got Seer of Hope, Sylphic Harpy. He had best that ended up being, from the looks of it, ended up being health. You got Gnosis level 1. God tier towards the end, even though it doesn't show on their sprite here. And then Gnosis level 2. We've got Gnosis level 1. Everybody God tiered effectively. I think these are like, I think they might be listed again more towards the bottom. Because that's from their original session. Yep, here's the actual final Seer of Hope and Mage of Mind and Maid of Void, Fangly once again not rendering. BS died. Well, that was about 2 hours. Where was it? So it was right. It was actually a fraction of the time. Probably because, I kind of went fast in comparison to the first one, because, this is Act 2. I don't need to explain in as much. Because ideally, anybody watching this has already watched Act 1. Yeah, I guess I think the post scratch session will be either 612, 1025. Ooh, 1025 could be good too. Cascade Day. Or some occasion, and they're relating to Angel Hamsteak. It's gonna do it for the stream tonight. Thank you all for watching. Be back like Monday night, probably.